Okay, perpendicularity is something that's used frequently in geometry. So we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive here just to make sure that we get a couple theorems in place. I'm not going to prove any of the theorems in this video. They'll all happen at some point during the classwork, but just want you to kind of make sure that we have these things crystallized and prepared. So we know that perpendicular lines are lines whose intersections form right angles, right? So nothing unusual there. So the first thing is that if I have two intersecting lines and I have a linear pair and the angles are congruent, and this is L and N, then I know that the lines must be perpendicular. So that shouldn't be shocking. We also have this idea that if I have two lines cut by a transversal and they're all in the same plane, right? And we'll call this L, and we'll call this one M, and we'll call that T. And if L is perpendicular to T, and these two lines and also M is perpendicular to T, then this shows that L and M have to be parallel. Okay, and that almost follows directly from the same side interior angle postulate or the corresponding angles postulate, depending on how you want to look at it. Same side interior angles theorem or the corresponding angles postulate can be looked at either way. The other one is that if I have two lines that are parallel and it's cut by a transversal in one of the parallel lines, so let's call that one L, let's call the other one M. If one of them is perpendicular to the transversal, then let's call the transversal T, then the transversal also has to be perpendicular to the other parallel line. So that's kind of like undoing the theorem that we just did. I think in the notes I have the last two theorems in the opposite order if you're trying to follow along with that, but they're both there. So ultimately, perpendicular is a property of intersecting lines. It has a special place in geometry, so we want to call special attention to these couple of theorems. All right, so that was a short one. Thank you.